Jacinda Ardern. She's my favorite politician. Do you know why? Because she creates a moral panic like a boss. She knows how to drive people in a frenzy like no other. Do you guys remember after Christchurch what happened? There was a music festival in New Zealand. One person thought that they see a Nazi tattoo on another person. I wonder if people evacuated peacefully or there was a stampede. Like if Scar would have pushed Mufasa in front of that music festival, would he become king? But anyway, it's no surprise given the fact that when you turned on the television, you'd have seen Jacinda Ardern fear-mongering like the best of them, wearing a hijab and saying that, oh, we need to be more vigilant, right-wingers are among us. She wouldn't say that when Australia is sending people, they're not sending their best. That was left out of the messaging, but it did drive people into a panic. And then COVID happened. Oh my god, like COVID. Oh, boo. Some of the worst lockdowns around the world. Over one case, I remember. It was like, oh, there's one case. It's almost like they had all of the measures in place, and it's like, come on, give us a reason. Just give us a reason. Just please let us be authoritarian. Just what? Finally, one case. You now need QR code to enter McDonald's. Or actually, no, I think they closed McDonald's. Wasn't there like a case in New Zealand where someone was caught smuggling food? I mean, we used to do that under communism. I didn't know that it could happen in a first world country. It was like someone that was stopped by the police and they found out that they left a little bit too far away from home because they had some KFC, which they couldn't have got in their neighborhood. Smuggling food. Made the news. Pa. Jacinda Ardern. Oh my god. Took away guns from New Zealanders. I always loved that when she took away some rights, she had this big grin on her face. It was like the Cheshire cat. Whenever she was taking away rights. Now that she's resigning, she doesn't have the grin. Now she is sad. Finally, she is sad. You know, because she's taking away her rights. I listened to her do a speech at the United Nations. She was talking about the internet and how we need to surveil people more in order to combat disinformation. Harmful. I think she's into cocking. I genuinely do. I like it when the government is into cocking. I mean, think about it this way, right? You're having an ushi-kushi girlfriend. You're texting naughty things to her. The government wants to watch that shit. What if you're sending misinformation amongst the lewds? Yeah, the government needs to be there. I bet it would be in your bedroom if you allowed it. Huh? Maybe if you have an Alexa or something. I wonder if the Alexa is connected somehow to the government. Because we saw that Twitter is connected to the government. I mean, the FBI came in, demanded that Twitter censors, and it did. So I'm curious if they do the same with Amazon. Like Alexa? Do you have an Alexa? You shouldn't. But anyway, right. So why did she suddenly resign? Well, my Eastern European cynical brain likes to assume the worst. Number one, she was blackmailed. Someone from her party or from another party may have found some naughty stuff. Usually, the naughty stuff comes right before an election. And she was like, holy shit, if this gets out, it's going to make my party look bad. So she's like, okay, well, I'm resigning. Number two, health reasons. She may have terminal something, wants to spend time with her family. And if this is the case, we're going to find out in a couple of months. But it's also very likely that she's not doing very well in the approval ratings. Yeah. Who would have thought if you take people's rights away, you increase taxes, you don't really show compassion and empathy that left-wingers are famous for, when you shut down businesses and take away people's livelihoods, yeah, it might affect you in the ratings. A little bit. Not a lot. A little bit. And when you look at that, then you realize, okay, well, maybe my party members, the other people that support me and I need them, maybe they don't want me to run again. Or maybe I don't want to run again in order to avoid becoming an embarrassment. So the logical solution is to step down. Right? Before more scandals pop up, before someone takes New Zealand down a trip of memory lane during Jacinda Ardern's famous moments. So she steps down. Now take into account that she's also the head of her party, right? The Labour Party. And because of that, she may step down in order not to endorse anyone in the upcoming elections. Again, like, she's a little bit of a poison now. Like the thing is, she would obviously be pressured to endorse someone. But the problem is that if she endorses someone, like, her approval ratings are so low that the only way she could help the party would be to endorse the counter candidate. Like, she would have to endorse the right-wing candidate in order to actually help her party, because the hope is that whomever she endorses loses percentages of votes, and that would be the 4D chess move in her situation. So yeah, I think she's going to disappear from the public life for a while. I wouldn't be surprised if a scandal breaks up, right? Like if, let's say the opposition manages to win, and all of a sudden there's a couple of investigations, she might be involved into a couple of dealings. That would not surprise me at all. In fact, I actually expect something like this, right? So if it happens, I'll be like, ha, I predicted it. Because I've seen this happen all the time in Eastern Europe. Usually, when a prime minister or a president, literally a couple of months before elections, they announce that they're resigning, it's not good. It's not good. And what usually happens whenever the other political party manages to win elections, they're going to be placed under an investigation. You're going to hear a couple of scandals in the media popping up. It's almost without exception here in Eastern Europe. Again, this is New Zealand, Commonwealth, I understand. Different culture, different politics, sure. But I'm telling you, like, humans are humans almost everywhere around Earth. It wouldn't surprise me. In fact, it's more likely. I mean, this is usually how you get someone to resign. It's like you show them something really bad, and it's like, look, this is going to become a scandal unless you step down. Well, who knows? I will miss this lady, you know? Like, there's a lot to learn from her. I mean, how do you start a moral panic? How do you scare a population? I wish I could have someone like her as my president in Romania. I mean, you get to live with a lot of adrenaline. You get to enjoy life a little bit more. Because you're wondering, it's like, what's around the corner? What else is she going to do? What is she going to say? What rights is she going to take away? How much are my taxes going to grow? You know, is she going to shut down my business or not? You don't know. And that's the fun of it. It's like extreme skateboarding. Gets your adrenaline pumping. Apparently, she thinks that Labour is going to win re-elections. I don't think so. Too early to tell. There's a variable now. If she was running for re-election, then I could say no. But depends what will happen in the next couple of months. I mean, until October. That's almost a year. People forget a lot in a year. We'll see. Anyway, if you like my channel, please consider subscribing. There's also a link. You can get some buyer's remorse if you click the link at the beginning of the video. I'm the only channel on YouTube that actually gives you buyer's remorse. Not for free, never for free. It's in the name, buyer's remorse. You also can give me a super thanks if you appreciate the content. And I'll see you guys in the comment section. Take care.